Hello, it is Thursday, January 5th, 2023. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. So I am recording today's daily puzzle. After all, yesterday I said I might not. I have found the time to quickly, hopefully, squeeze it in before I have to head out to catch a plane. But that means I guess I'm postponing the next edition of the Never Before series for another day, so we'll see when that comes. It might be actually within the next few days, depending on how my schedule goes. In any case, this unexpected edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Victoria Rajishka, Kathleen Quinn, Quotidiophile, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the indomitable Shulmaster. Apologies. And if you'd like to join the ranks of those five benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, you can do so at patreon.com/dailysolve and get the Let's Check the Crosses mug. Thank you so much to my benefactors for supporting this channel and keeping it sustainable day in, day out. And thank you as well, of course, to everybody who has backed the Patreon at any level. You can become a patron at any level of support and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. I know I've been a little bit lax on those recently. I've been busy, and then I've been sick, and so I do need to get back into that swing of things. I will do as soon as possible. And thank you so much to everybody who has backed the campaign. Do also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not done so, and you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server in a link in the description field underneath the video. So, all that said, let's quickly get right on to today's puzzle. It's a Thursday puzzle, so some sort of interesting or intricate theme. It was constructed by Emily Carroll, who has constructed more than a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving, shall we? Fake news source, ? So obviously that's not going to be it's a pun because it's got the question mark, so I'm not sure what that's going for. The flowers in Amy Lowell's "Your great puffs of flowers are everywhere in this, my New England." I'm not sure. Certain to happen. Pursues as a hunch. Goes on a hunch? Something's on, probably. Pilates target. Do Pilates target your abs? That sounds plausible. And it's such a short word that I sort of suspect that's what it is. Certain to happen. This probably ends with an S, these flowers. Yellow-flowered medicinal plant. I wonder if there will be some sort of flower theme, maybe. Boy, should I know this? I'm not sure. Most immediate, soonest. It seems pretty straightforward. Certain to happen. Something on? No. This doesn't look... When I look at this more, it looks less likely, because if this were an O, this would almost certainly be a consonant here, and that doesn't really work. Most immediate. Certain to happen. Liable? That's liable to happen? I mean, it could be an LE in general. That sort of seems likely. What flower is this? I just don't know. Doesn't ring a bell for me. Most immediate, closest? Oh, these flowers could be lilacs then. Does that help? Rise in the air, loft? Certain to happen. Lift. Why did I say loft first? F doesn't look good there to me. Pursues as a hunch. Rise in the air. I didn't look at this. To whom Mamacocho is goddess of the sea? The Inca? In 4 letters, I bet? Oh, a fake news source, a liar. There we go. Okay. That's actually straightforward. So what is this? Acts on. Pursues as a hunch. Acts on. Good name for a marine biologist. A ray, I suppose. Like a manta ray or something. Rise in the air. What on earth? This could be theme related. Inevitable? Certain to happen, inevitable. Is there any way I could put that all. Oh, Evita. That's funny. That's an actual name. Didn't really expect that to happen. I sort of typed this in speculatively. So if you don't know what I'm doing with the rebus function in the New York Times crossword, which you can activate with a button, it's in a different place on the website in the app, but you can enter multiple letters in a cell. And sometimes you have to do that, especially on Thursday puzzles. That would be the most likely day for it to occur. So that's why I'm thinking that might be what you do. So that would make, levitate, not levitatey, and so ray with an E, not a Y. Good name for a marine biologist. So levitate. So Evita. So what does that mean? I mean, the reason I think this is likely is because it's a real actual name. It's not just an arbitrary correct collection of letters. So, I'm going to leave that for now because this actually looks okay, and then I'm going to just continue solving and see what happens. Self-important types, or snobs, maybe? Is senna a flower? I thought I was going to recognize this when I saw more of it, but I don't particularly. Lachrymose is teary, so you're crying, you're lachrymose. Fantasy foe could be an orc, like from Lord of the Rings. Nevada Senator Catherine Blank Masto, I'm not sure offhand. Acclaimed HBO comedy series whose creator stars as himself, that would be Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, right, okay, this will be another one of these. Well, I'm glad I know this off the top of my head because I think I've seen every episode starring Larry David as a sort of version of Larry David. But I'm not sure where the rebus. So Curb Your Enthusiasm. Where would the... trying to imagine. So we need 3 letters. What 3? Ren? Is that a name? Ian. No, that's not another one here. I don't know I'm assuming the rebuses are going to be names because of the Evita, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there's something else. Maybe they're musicals, actually. Oh yeah, maybe they are. Is there a musical in here? Oh, Rent. Oh, is it 4 letters? Not 3, sorry. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, there it is. Okay. It was 3 extra letters that need to fit into one cell, which makes 4 in total. There we go. So I think we're spelling out stage musicals. Evita, Rent. There we go. We'll come back to that in a moment. I just want to check out this little corner or section. The fish in fish and chips, commonly, it's often cod in fish and chips. Cry at a card table, Uno, in the card game Uno. It's cut by a dancer. Cut the rug. It's an idiom to refer to dancing. Unwanted responsibility and onus. The onus is on you. The burden is on you. Burden of proof, for instance. To relentlessly follow someone is to dog them. And, oh, right, let's look at this because we have this rebus right in the center of the grid, actually. It's a nice placement. Kind of guidance. Parental guidance is a kind of guidance. And blank, as I said, many a fancy hotel lobby is an atrium. There we go. It's an architectural feature and goes toe-to-toe with spars with. And tips for shoemakers, aglets. So literally the tips of shoelaces are called aglets. Not a word we use all that often, but I don't remember where I encountered that. Blank lab, hospital location for stent placements. What particular place would stents be placed in a hospital? What room or lab? It'll probably be very obvious once I see it, but I don't currently. Blank leches, Latin American cake. Not sure offhand. I'll probably hopefully recognize that as well when we get there. Summer eruption. Oh, I don't know. Fantasy foe. Oh, an ogre from fairy tales and so on. Veep actress Duval. Not sure offhand. Establishment offering tom yum soup or pad woon sen noodles. A Thai restaurant. Oh, right. Okay, so Thai. Yes. Okay, I was thinking, does this E need to be an A? But no, it doesn't, because I can put in Hair, which is the name of a musical, Broadway musical. So Thai restaurant. There we go. Very good. And then runs together in a way is. Oh, I don't see it immediately. That's annoying. Summer eruption. Something bash? Wash? I don't know. What is this? GPS options. Oh, roots, probably. Oh, a rash. Summer eruption of what kind of rash? I mean, this could be Ella. Would work in. Let's just try it and see if it works in 4 letters with that L. Oh, I don't know. Elsa? No. Alia? Trying to think of anything here. I am not sure what's going on here. And I'm not going to get any more help in this part of the grid, so I sort of do need to solve it. Runs together in a way. Oh, runs as in runs a meeting or chairs a meeting, co-chairs a meeting because you're doing it together. This is a tricky puzzle, I'd have to say. Sometimes that's how the Thursdays are. Oh, Cleo maybe? Cleo Duvall? Tres leches? That's totally plausible. 3. Oh, cath lab? Catheter? Or something like that? Cath lab, is that something? Heat rash. Summer eruption. Is that a thing that happens? Heat rash, I guess. Clea Duvall. Clea is a name, I guess. Okay, so I think this area is probably right. Cath lab sounds like something. I couldn't exactly explain to you everything about it, but unless it's just where catheters get put in, I guess, but it might mean something else that I'm not thinking of. Comes after is ensues, right? So danger ensues or trouble ensues. Haunts, I'm not sure. Lairs, maybe? His usual haunt is sort of lair where he hangs out. Not sure that's correct, so let's check the crosses. American psychonovelist. Oh, Bret Easton Ellis, I want to say. Smallest South Pacific nation. Is it Nauru? And a biblical Mount Sinai. Okay, there we go. Wow, look at that. 3 proper nouns right in a row in the crosses. So haunts was lairs after all. Roman goddess, who's an anagram of 64 across, is Luna. Oh, that'll be helpful. Modern-day site of ancient Persepolis is Iran, of course. And then word with power or strong is suit. Power suit, right? Okay, like a sort of business suit or strong suit. Okay, so let's glance at this one. Roman goddess, who's an anagram of 64 across. And this is a body part that's an anagram of 11 down. So that would be the ulna. There we go, so a bone. Yeah, let's just solve the crosses on this if we can. Condiment for a burger. Well, at first thought was bun, but that's not really a condiment, is it? Ketchup? If it's a rebus thing? Oh, no, ketchup can also be spelled strangely enough, C-A-T, catsup. And Cats is a musical, yes, okay. There we go. Body image, a CAT scan. You could have a CAT scan taken in hospital, a CT scan. Big competitor of Microsoft and IBM. Oh, Oracle, they do sort of cloud computing things. University with a pelican mascot, not sure. Kind of column. Could be physical, an architectural element, or a sort of newspaper column, I guess. Negroni garnish would be a peel, I suppose. Orange peel, I think, most commonly. Oh, Tulane? Is that a university? Tulane? That sounds like I have no idea if they have a pelican mascot. Let's just see if this works. Stand-up comedian Wong, Ali Wong, I've heard of, and spinal column. Neither of my 2 guesses, but an anatomical part of the body. So leisurely paces are trots, and joie de vivre in French, the joy of living, the joy of life. And certain entry requirement to another country might be a visa, for instance. Soccer great Mia Hamm, I remember as being a often referenced great soccer player. Biblical mount. Don't really know. Is this referring to a mountain? What is that? Agriculture or a horse? Oh, maybe it's an ass that you ride? Why is that biblical? Not really sure what that's getting at. Agricultural item that Nigeria produces more than the rest of the world combined. Yam, maybe? I know that those are eaten in Nigeria, common part of cuisine. Can alternative. Maybe not. Can alternative. Oh, can or may. So, right. Not a can as in a tin, but a can as in I can do that or I may do that in this case. And then biblical mount is, I guess, an S after all. Okay. So have we seen this yet? No. Still sealed is unopened. That does fit. And strand in a cell, strand of RNA. RNA and DNA. So vodka brand, informally Stolichnaya vodka. Or Stolichnaya, maybe would be how you pronounce it. Stolichnaya? I'm not sure. School board is I do not know. Do not know. Wheels on a base. Oh, a jeep. So a base, a military base, and wheels in this case, sort of referring in a slang way to a vehicle. I still don't think I recognize this name. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to keep going. School board, right? Don't know. Compact Volkswagen, a Jetta, is a model of a small, relatively compact Volkswagen car. And, oh, here we go. Risky baseball strategy that's indicated 4 times in this puzzle. Oh, man, I'm probably not going to know what this is. Maybe I'll recognize it. I don't know. So, musical, drama, stage, what would this be? So sorry, what I'm thinking is this is the revealer of the puzzle, and it's because it says it's indicated 4 times in this puzzle, I think it's referring to these cells in which we've put in stage musicals. And we have 4. Okay, good. This is useful because it tells us 4 times in this puzzle, and we have 4: Evita, Hare, Rent, and Cat. So we actually don't need to be looking for any more rebuses, I don't think. But I just don't know what that's getting at. I'm sorry. I'm sure many of you are jumping straight to it, but I'm just not sure. If something's within reach, it's near. And ending with leather or towelette, leatherette? That sort of seems right. Politico Buttigieg, Pete Buttigieg, American politician. See what the Secretary of Transport, I believe. 1 of 28 in a Monopoly box. A deed to a property. And falls behind is late? She falls behind, she is late. Yeah, okay, that works. If you're sort of wondering if what you have exactly matches the sort of part of speech and the tense and the conjugation of the clue, because it does need to match those things, just try putting it in an example sentence like that. Oh, look, she falls behind. Look, she is late. It works. Grammatically, it matches. It's just a useful sanity check, I suppose. Recover from a bender is to sober up. Oh, this is surprising. Did nothing. Sat by. There we go. So what was this? Oh, didn't even see this clue. Dallas Pro Mav. So the Dallas Mavericks, the sports team. Okay, there we go. This looks like replay, maybe. Oh, play. Right, that's the thing we've made. Oh, that's funny, because aren't all these specifically musicals and not just plays? I don't think these are just, they are, I guess musicals are a category of play, but that's interesting. I thought because they were all musicals, that was going to be part of it, but maybe not. So scold, e.g., is oared, as in a boat. Okay, so what is this? Risky baseball strategy. Quadruple play or something? I still don't know. School board, boots. Obviously, they could be the shoes, but they could also be, fires somebody or ejects somebody. But I'm not sure. Work at St. Peter's Basilica. The Pietà by Michelangelo. Is that Michelangelo's Pietà that's there? Not 100% certain. That would be my guess, but it might not be. But I think that's probably it's the statue that it's referring to, I suspect. Dips in gravy is sops. You could sort of sop up gravy with bread. Not completely certain that's right. Oh, but boots could be ousts someone from a position of power, and give up is quit. Oh, squeeze play. Okay, So I don't actually particularly recognize that or know what that is, but it totally makes sense with the theme because we have squeezed plays into these little single cells. So we've squeezed Evita, Hare, Rent, and Cats. There we go. Very good. And end user is a term in software design where you refer to the person who ends up using the software after it's actually been developed. And this is for suckers. What does that mean? Oh, a straw. Right, I see. So a way to drink liquid to suck it through a straw. And then school board. Oh, a seesaw. So that's clever. I was never going to get that without these crosses. So a literal board on a schoolyard playground. A seesaw. And there we go. And is that the puzzle? There we go. That was pretty tough, I have to say. I would think anyway. Let me know if you agreed or if you differed, but I thought that was pretty tricky. Yeah, look at that. This was such an interesting little area. I'm glad I stuck with it. It's funny, I've mentioned this before, but it's true. If I were solving this on my own, I probably would have just, as soon as I got to anything in here that I couldn't immediately fill out, I would have just kept going and plunged through the puzzle and ended up solving it as quickly as possible by getting all of the low-hanging fruit. I'm kind of glad that I stuck around here and just really chipped away at it until I figured out the rebus and got everything that was going on there, because I do think it ultimately made the theme much more gettable. Whereas were I doing this on my own, the theme probably would have come in much later in the solve. So that's just an interesting artifact, I suppose, of the way I solve on video as opposed to on my own. But I'm sort of glad I did it this way. But anyway, let me know how you fared against this theme and how long it took you to spot it. Because certainly if you weren't sort of always on the lookout for rebuses, I can imagine it being pretty confusing. Is there a way to interpret this rise in the air? No. But yeah, there are multiple words. There's the word aloft and loft and then lift. I mean, there are words that would have worked here with that L. That's in 4 letters. That is interesting. In any case, there we go. That was the Thursday puzzle by Emily Carroll. A very, very nice one. And we have this nice sort of curve described by these theme clues. In any case, that was that. Let me know how you fared. I'm always curious to know. I'm going to dash out so I'm not late. And with that, I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, so I'm not going to make a declaration one way or the other. Might be the daily puzzle, might be one of the never before October 2015 puzzles. In any case, there'll be something on the channel tomorrow, and I hope you are here for it. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.